Hello and welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm your astrologer and tarot card reader, Mary Trimble, and I'm here with your readings for August the 5th through August the 11th. This is the introduction. These are general readings, guys. So if you would like a personal, more tailored reading, please go to my website. There will be a link coming out here somewhere, or you can get the link through the show more section below. They are for your sun, moon and rising, so all the other links to the other videos will be below also. These readings come in 3 sections: the intro, the astrology report, and then the tarot readings. And there will be timestamps to skip the intro and the astrology if you are checking out your sun, moon and rising. I will put the intro on the front at the beginning of each video. Now listen, I must apologize to you guys. It's been a very difficult time for me, so I haven't put any videos up since my birthday, I don't think. I am going through a very challenging transit in my house of health, and so I've been taking care of some things there, and I've had to put I haven't had a lot of energy, and what energy I've had to put into that, and also trying to create income. So I've had to, although I really love doing these videos and I really wanted to, I just haven't had the energy or the time to do it. So please forgive me for that, and I really hope that you guys will like, share, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. I know I've lost quite a lot of subscribers in the last 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. So anyway, listen, a way to support this channel, apart from the liking, sharing, commenting and subscribing, is to check out my Patreon page. And I post things there that I don't post everywhere else. And the last 3 weeks, I admit I haven't done very much posting at all. I really haven't been able to. Now, so check out my Patreon page. All the links to everything will be below. Now, I also have a Facebook group, and I have been managing to I do a live at 5 every other week, every 2 weeks. I try to correlate it with the new moon and the full moon, right? So every 2 weeks I do a live at 5. I'm recording this on Wednesday, this intro anyway, and that's the new moon in Leo. So I did a live video in the Facebook group. Now it's a private group or a closed group, and you can request to join that, and I do that. I also do readings, so I answer questions. When I do those live videos, I talk about how this, the new moon or a transit is affecting you, and which house and which area it's affecting you. So if you attend and you give me that, I go over the chart and we talk about it. And then I answer questions on my tarot card there. So you might want to join that. What else? Yes. I'm so glad to be back, guys. I really do appreciate you. If you are new, welcome. I hope you enjoy these readings and that you come back. And if you are returning, I really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much for being loyal and for supporting this channel. I really appreciate that. So without further ado, let's go to the astrology report, shall we? Hello and welcome to the astrology section of your reading. And the first aspect that we have is on Wednesday the 7th, and the sun is trine to Jupiter. What does that mean? It means that the sun is in a harmonious relationship with Jupiter. The sun is about creativity, it's energy. So your energy, you'll have abundant energy. Depending on where this lies in your chart, for instance, in Aries, it's about fun, it's about entertainment, and it's about spirituality and long distance travel, kind of with the family. So there's a lot going on there. It is a beautiful energy. Jupiter is the planet of abundance, bigger, better, more. So this is a lovely energy on Wednesday. Now, going into Thursday on the 8th, we then have Venus trine to Jupiter. Now, Venus is the planet of love. It's the planet of relationships. It's the planet of beauty. It's like the appreciation of art and music. And of course, Jupiter's the planet of abundance. So that also depends on where it lands and which area that you are receiving this wonderful, harmonious relationship between these two planets. How are you receiving it? Well, you might want to get a reading to find that out. And that information is below. Now, on the 11th, on Sunday, Jupiter stations direct. That means it slows down. So also that really affects this trine earlier in the week, because Jupiter's a very large planet and it's slowing all the way down. And when a planet slows down, everything, all the qualities of that planet are enhanced and amplified, if you will. So as it stations and that it comes to a stop and it gets ready to go direct, this is going to be lovely when this goes direct. However, on the same day, we have a lot going on. Sunday's a very busy day. So we have Jupiter stationing direct. It's been retrograde and it's going to go direct. And then we have Uranus stationing retrograde. So Uranus has been coming. Uranus is the planet of surprises, sudden happenings, and there's been a lot of change for people. I mean, people are going through many changes. Well, when Uranus goes retrograde, this is a time to it's a breather. It's like, okay, we need to reassess what's going on in our lives. We need to prepare, because in 5 months, Uranus will go direct again, sometime in January. I think it's January the 11th. It goes direct. So it's literally 5 months. So when this planet goes direct, during this time, we're going to look at our lives. We're going to see what needs to be changed. We're going to prepare ourselves for a change when it starts going direct again. Uranus is going to have many changes during this time. Uranus is about electricity. It's about progression. It's also about us being our unique selves. How can we be our authentic selves and be unique and be comfortable with that? What area of life do we need to make changes? Do we need to change? What about us do we need to change? These are a reflecting times for us, so we can prepare for all the changes coming again in 2020. Mercury moves into Leo on Sunday too. So this is also coming from a place of, it's been in Cancer. And Cancer is very emotional based, right? So, your thoughts have been very emotional. There's been some fear there. When Mercury moves into Leo, we have a chance to be heart-centered. We have a chance to choose a better feeling thought. Leo is all about being heart-centered. It's about being magnanimous. We are going to feel energized. Our mind will feel a little more energized. The only thing about Mercury in Leo is that we tend to see the bigger picture and not so much see the details. So we might want to be aware of that, and we might want to pay attention to the details or hone our excitement back in, because it's exciting thoughts, it's energized thoughts, big thoughts, creative thoughts. It's a wonderful creative energy. It's wonderful for writing, for the visual arts and things like that. So that's a very busy week astrologically for us all. So without further ado, let's go to your tarot card, shall we? Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your tarot card section of your reading for August the 5th through August the 11th. One last shuffle, because I've shuffled these multiple times. This is for Sagittarius. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings and helpful information can you give Sagittarius for this coming week? Three cards for Sagittarius, please. Three cards for Sagittarius. Three cards. Two more cards for Sagittarius. I want to make sure that's, two more cards for Sagittarius, please. Oh, one more card, Sagittarius. They're coming out for you, Sagittarius. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, very interesting. Well, very, very interesting. Okay, now these are clarifying cards. One more shuffle for you for Sagittarius. Okay, these are clarifying cards for Sagittarius. What wonderful blessings, guidance and helpful information can you give Sagittarius for this coming week? Please clarify. Oh, please clarify. Oh, wow. And please clarify. Oh, wow, darling. Things are happening for you. Let's go to your cards, Sagittarius. See what you have. The first card out for you is the Page of Wands. Clarifying the Page of Wands is the Ten of Wands. Then you have the Page of Cups. Clarifying the Page of Cups is the Page of Wands. Oh, you're ready to move on, darling. And this is the Knight of Wands. And look, the Ten of Cups. Sagittarius, you have the Page of Wands. Now the Page of Wands is, look, first of all, pages are messengers, right? So this is an opportunity. This could be a business opportunity or a new job coming in. There is something coming down the pipe, an opportunity coming down the pipe for you. And it's an affluent, lucrative opportunity. So watch out for opportunities. Be careful to pay attention. When you look for things, you see them. I think opportunity will knock on your door. Now, clarifying that is the Ten of Wands. Now, this is kind of a little warning. The Ten of Wands is where you take on too much responsibility. So don't say you get a client and you give them an unrealistic time that you can complete the job or complete whatever it is that they want, time frame, right? And at the time you really believe you can, but in actual fact, with all your responsibilities together, you can't. It's physically impossible for you to do it. So you must be extremely careful about saying yes. It's always better to say, let me get back to you on that, rather than just say yes. Because this is when you take on you've got to delegate. All this baggage, all these responsibilities are holding you back. They're dragging you back. You can't move forward because you've got too much on your back. So it is time to ask for help. It's time to drop the things that aren't working for you, the little things, and delegate. So be extremely careful when an opportunity comes for you. Don't overpromise. It's very important that you don't overpromise, Sagittarius. keep that in mind. Now, the next card is the Page of Cups, and that is a lovely emotional card. It's like a message of love. So you might, you might get a text, a love text, or an email or something. Perhaps somebody is telling you that they're interested in you. But also, the pages are messengers, absolutely, and this is usually a messenger of love. But they can also be an indication that you are ready for the next phase of your life to move on. And look, clarifying it is the Page of Wands. Love could be coming in for you, and it's very that can happen this week too, with the Venus is trine to Jupiter this week, so it's very possible that a new love can come in, a very passionate, exciting love. You could meet someone at work even. You could meet someone through work. But you could get, somebody could tell you how pretty you look and how beautiful you look. So you could get something like that, you could get, it's a message of love, but also remember you're ready to move on to the next phase of your life. But for some of you, really, look, you've got the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is he's impulsive, right? So this can also mean that you need to be careful about impulsively doing things. So be cautious of that. This is, not thinking before you go in. He'll go in and he's gallant and he's like, here I come to save the day. He's like saving lives. So this could be a quick opportunity that comes in and you have to think on your feet. This also can be that, right? Because it is the Wands, so it is kind of opportunities as well, but he can be impulsive. So think on your feet. Don't just jump at the first thing that comes in. But this could be the Knight in shining armor. Just be careful, because the Knight of Wands doesn't, he goes in, he saves someone, and then he's off to the next damsel. So you have to be very careful. But having said that, clarifying the Knight of Wands is the Ten of Cups. That is like the happy ending. This is like, be careful what I say, G-rated happy ending. This is like the Ten of Cups, darling. This is all your needs being met. It's happy families. Maybe you will meet someone that is potentially the one for some of you. Some of you may be in a relationship and you can rekindle that love and excitement that you had when you first met. This is, this is love. Love will keep us together. And that's what I was thinking when I looked at that. There's happy families, there's children, there's a home, there's all your needs being met. It's like, it's the ultimate happy ending. I do feel for some of you, you really are meeting someone or rekindling the love that you have in your relationship, Sagittarius. Just remember, don't overpromise. If somebody comes in and offers you a job or you get a client or something, don't overpromise. It's best to say, let me get back to you, because you really have to think. Don't be impulsive, right? Because your impulse will be to say, yes, I can do that, and act as if. But and it's okay for you to say that, yes, if you can delegate some of your other responsibilities. So I would say, let me get back to you on that. I learned that in business very early on. I remember, I would say, oh, hold on, let me get back to you on that. And I'd put the phone down and then think about it. Somebody taught me that, and it was the best thing I learned, because I didn't overpromise, or it gave me a moment to think about and perhaps negotiate, right? Think about the negotiation and not be too eager, Sagittarius, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like this video, share it with friends and family, and if you and comment. I live for comments and feedback, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week.